Hey, this is Jason Canigan, the host of the Make Space Boring virtual conference. Number 2 is coming, and it'll be on May 7th, which is a Thursday for us in the Western Hemisphere. Different day, probably, for those in Australia. I'm here with Remco Timmermans. He is with Space Agenda, which is, among other things, it starts off being an online directory site of meetings and events in the space. However, there's more than meets the eye here, and he supported us last time around, and I'm happy to have him back to be a supporting partner of the event this time. Thanks for being here, Remco.
Thank you, Jason. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Space Agenda, because there's a lot of new folks who haven't run into that before, and what's going on there right now.
Yeah, well, Space Agenda has been around for 10 years, and the idea of Space Agenda is to be the go-to place for space professionals and astronomy professionals, anyone in the wider space business, as the go-to place to find about events that are going on all around the world. And obviously the latest right now is that we're dealing with lots of cancellations, lots of postponements of events, and a heavy focus on online events. And we're trying to stay on top of things to keep things going now that we're all isolating and that we're all working offline, doing lots of these Zoom meetings. And we try to stay relevant by trying to collect all these webinars and all these online events in the Space Agenda, which you can find at spaceagenda.com.
Right on. Yes, I was very pleased to, I think I put out one tweet of a soft opening for the event, and a little bit later, Space Agenda had supported it, and not only that, but I didn't even have to do anything. You guys went and made a page for the site.
Well, that's kind of the way we operate. Is we constantly browse the social media feeds for new events. People announce them there on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and we try to keep an eye out on them to see what's new.
Right. Well, I appreciate it a lot. I don't want to set the bar unreasonably high. You will be on everything, instantly. That's just not possible. But I noticed it. I appreciate it. All right. So folks can go to spaceagenda.com. You're also on a couple of other platforms, and I think you should mention those before we check out of this.
Sure. Personally, I'm an admin for spaceagenda.com, which is why we're here. I also do other things. I do social media for space companies through my own company, 70media.com. And I'm an event organizer. I'm the CEO of an organization called the Space Up Foundation. You can tilt a little bit more. There we go. Little sales pitch. And that is the platform for space unconferences. Now, those used to be in person as well. We're celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. But obviously, for obvious reasons, we're actually doing our first online Space Up Unconference next week on April 29th.
Okay, well, send me info about that, because I did not know about that, and I want to check it out. And for the Space Agenda, folks can also follow you on LinkedIn and Twitter.
Absolutely. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I'm one of the easiest people in the world, I think, to find. Just Google my name and you'll find me on all these platforms.
Awesome. All right, this has been Remco Timmermans. He is with Space Agenda, and they're a supporting partner for the upcoming second Make Space Boring virtual conference coming up May 7th. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jason.